ready to whet your appetite. On today's show, we have fun with fondue. Then it's all about a show and a meal all in one. Lastly, we experience the Brazilian style of dining called Rodizio. Well, welcome to another edition of Max Magazine, but not just any edition. If you like food, you're gonna love this show. This is one of those mouth-watering, drool on the floor dropping fabulous episodes of Max Magazine where, guess what I get to do? Scout, guess what I get to do? Not only do we get to try out some incredible food at the Teppanyaki Japanese Steakhouse here in Regina, but we get to meet this incredibly talented knife-throwing chef, and I get to throw knives too. Whoa, Scout, it's okay. I've thrown a knife or two in my time. I have, and I'm pretty good at eating too. So I'll tell you what, come on in, let's check it out. Okay, Scout, come on in. I want you to meet Danny. Hey, Danny.
Hey, Brad. Welcome to Teppanyaki.
Thank you. This is such a cool restaurant. And Danny, the first question I have for you, what does teppanyaki mean?
Teppanyaki means the grill, and the style of cooking is the teppan style. So you're pretty much cooking on a flat top.
Right. And as you can see behind us, I mean, it's a very social atmosphere. It's that you've probably seen it on TV if you've never been to a restaurant before. They're really popular, where people sit around the grill and they watch the teppan chef do their thing, you know, with the knives and chopping up the food and preparing the food. It's dinner and a show, but it's mind-blowing to watch these guys at work. Now, you actually grew up in this business, didn't you?
I did. The restaurant opened in '93. And I'm 29 now, so it's been a while since I've been here.
So you were a little guy running around this place when your dad started back in the early 90s, right? And we were talking about this earlier. You can actually tell just by looking at a guy if he's got the right stuff to be a teppan chef.
Mm-hmm. You could tell how determined he is to want to learn and to want to succeed. So it's kind of like anything.
Sure. This is going to be a lot of fun. The Teppanyaki Japanese Steakhouse in Regina. You've got to come here if you ever get the chance. In fact, would it be possible to see if I've got a little bit of the right stuff? Maybe teach me something behind the grill?
For sure.
Awesome. Okay, this is going to be a lot of fun. While we get ready behind the grill, why don't you take this time to check out this next story, a fun story about fondue.
Our service is a little different from most restaurants, whereas the food is being cooked at the table. Let me just check and make sure that the oil is hot enough for you. Where most servers will wait for the food to be cooked, we have to actually facilitate the cooking at the table with the customers. You still work with the cheese, right? Yeah, a little bit. We offer a 4-course fondue, and how that works is that it's all per couple when you look in the menu. We also have the sizzling hot rock or stone grill, which is granite that we heat to 750, and when we bring it to the table, it'll come with sauces including garlic butter, and you get to smear the rock with some garlic butter and cook your meats and vegetables on the rock. I could throw a couple of shrimp on there. With the shrimp anyway, 30 seconds to a minute, and then you just want to flip it maybe once. And with the beef, depending on how you want it cooked, you want it rare, medium rare, well done. You have that option on there. You get to be with customers for a chunk of time, a good hour and a half to 2 hours. So you get to spend a lot of time with them. You get to know people. I've met so many people in here. Like, it's a good way to meet people. Also the intimacy of it, where the romance aspect of it. Just watching couples in love, cooking for each other, it's just beautiful. So just the social aspect, I think that's what I really like about working in here. It's a novelty, it's a different kind of dining experience, so people tend to experiment a lot at the table, and I expect them to experiment a bit at the table, so I'm usually not too shocked when I see something something going on. I just embrace it. I've seen people deep fry, like already cooked potatoes, you know, batter it up and then throw some bacon on top. It just, they come up with creative ways to cook, and they always give me feedback on what they enjoyed out of it. And so I'm always curious to see what combinations they ended up putting together that worked for them. It's an experience, like for all 4 courses here that we offer here. And I think that people should really want to try that out, because, I mean, everyone can go for a steak any time, right? But you hardly get a chance to cook your own steak in a restaurant. When you're looking for a different experience, a different dining experience, it's always worthwhile to try us out. I'm always excited to see, I always look through the iPad to see which regulars are coming through, and I get really excited to have them back.
Okay, Danny, I've got my hat, and I want to put this on. And wait, I thought I had to go straight up, but no, I wanted cool like Danny's. I want to put it down like this. And I've got my chef by Cook jacket, coat on. So here we are. We're actually behind the grill right now, and it looks like, is this go mode? We're ready to go.
Yeah, we're ready to go.
And what you can't see right now is that I can see from here, there's all kinds of like delicious raw food ready to be cooked. These are basically the tools that you use, right, Danny?
Yeah.
I'm not seeing any knives.
Oh, the knife's in my holster right here.
Oh, yeah. He's got a holster for the knife, and aptly so. The menu, Danny, what's the typical menu that you have here at Teppanyaki?
Well, we want people to treat Teppanyaki like a steakhouse. I mean, some people hear Japanese and they kind of get scared to come just because they think it's always raw fish, right? But, I mean, treat it like a steakhouse. We still have your sushis and the tempura and all the authentic stuff. But, I mean, people come for our steaks. Our steaks are really good.
Wow,
here.
really?
Yeah.
Okay, my mouth is watering already. Are there signature dishes that you're famous for?
Just our steaks.
Really?
Yeah, like everybody everybody loves our steaks when they come here, so.
Oh man, I've got to try. Okay, well, you know what? We're about ready to get cooking right now, and wait till you see it, because it really is an art form. It's a show. Much like our next story, literally dinner and a show. Check it out.
The dining experience at Applause is different in the sense that you have character servers. So when the actors are on the floor, they have fun with you, and when you come into Applause, you come right into the show environment. So if you're coming into the show called Donna Debbie Do Vegas, you are coming in to see Vegas performers. And those performers are going to serve you. If you're coming in on a 70s show, you're gonna have 70s people serve you. It's just the dress up and the costuming and the characters are what make it a fantastic experience, because everybody starts having fun right off the bat.
Here at the Regina Inn, we do the buffet for the Applause. We've been doing the food for the Applause for the last 15 years. Right now we're doing a roasted pork loin that's with 5 spice, a Cajun roasted chicken, spinach and ricotta cannelloni, and we also have 4 assorted salads. One's a curry roast cauliflower, another one's an asparagus and grapefruit salad. And then for dessert, we have fresh sliced fruit, an assortment of different cakes. Right now we have a chocolate cake, a apple and berry crumble, and a berry cheesecake. I think the fabulous food that you get to go along with the fabulous show and the atmosphere in the Regina Inn, I think that brings it all together to one terrific evening.
Hello, we're here! Who are you? Oh, sorry. My name is Debbie, and this is Dawn, and we're Dawn and Debbie Dallas!
Yeah, it's awesome, and it's a musical dinner theater. So of course, all the favorite songs from you know, the 1940s until now are in the show. We have a fun, packed impersonation show. I think there's over 23 impersonations.
Don't shake, darling, don't shake.
Oh, baby, baby, I shouldn't have let you go.
Everybody freeze the star. I just wanna have fun.
To wipe every smile away.
Come on, fly with me. Let's fly, let's fly. Pack up, let's fly away. And don't tell your mother.
Brad Grass, who actually hosts Sasktel Max Magazine, is in the show, and he gets to dance in leotards in the Beyonce number, Destiny's Child, All the Single Ladies, so it's hilarious. He's quite a fine actor. We've got Krista Conkin, who also owns her own Live Out Loud dinner theater, who is amazing. Shanna Marie Jones, who teaches Do It With Class, and Angela Clausen, who's been here for years and is an amazing actor-singer as well. So all local talent, all fabulous singer-actors.
Sometimes I love you, sometimes you make me blue.
You know, in the normal theater, you can sit and not be a part of the show. In this theater, if you do not want to be part of the show, that's fine, but then you better let us know, because we're always coming into the audience, talking and including you in the show. Sometimes you're up on stage. It's a fun experience. And so what I like to say is, life's short, live, laugh, and love while you can. That's my motto. Come here with an open mind, because most men always say, oh, dinner theater, no, no, no. And the minute that they're here, they book back. So I'm telling you, it's so fun. You have to just get off your butt at home and get out and do it.
Okay, this is exciting. Danny's going to actually teach me something, show me something here about being a Teppan chef, Teppan cook.
We'll just start with basics. And
Okay.
Just grab your tools and I'll just teach you how to flip them. There you go. You're natural.
Oh, right on.
Okay.
Whoa, it's like juggling.
Yeah, kind of. You can do that, eh? There you go. Look at that.
Hey! Well, maybe I'll watch that one for later. Okay, good, good, good. All right, that is really cool. So you guys are doing that the whole time while you're chopping, while you're cooking up food?
While we're cooking up food and everything.
Okay, cool. So what do you think we're going to cook today? What are we going to...
We'll cook some teriyaki chicken, some steaks, some shrimp.
Oh, love
everything.
it. Love it. Okay, okay. Well, I'll tell you what, and that's the fun thing about being here. I mean, the food is delicious, the atmosphere amazing, very entertaining, right? Just fun. It's a fun experience. And that's the beauty of a lot of restaurants in Saskatchewan. There's so many ethnic restaurants to try. Just like in our next story, where Brazilian isn't just a style of swimwear.
Jason Porat, Bossa here at Saboroso Brazilian Steakhouse. The difference between a Brazilian steakhouse and a regular steakhouse is what's called Rodizio. A regular steakhouse you'd go into, you pick your cut, say filet mignon, and the chef would make it up for you. It comes out of one plate, one cut of meat. Here it's many cuts of meat, many tastes. So in the back we have what's called a churrascaria, or Brazilian grill. It's a rotisserie style grill where all the meat is slow cooked over charcoal after being marinated 24 to 48 hours. There's 10 different cuts of meat and roasted pineapple. The roasted pineapple that we use has been done on the grill. It's been marinated in simple syrup, then it's finished in brown sugar and cinnamon. The reason we use that is it shocks your palate back. It just gives it a nice fresh start again. That way all the meat each time starts tasting brand new and you're ready to keep going and keep enjoying the whole experience.
I'm Hanosh Dubash. I'm the executive chef, or chefa as my title shows. And people who are not, carnivores, or people are not a meat eater, we also offer a diverse a la carte menu that caters to a lot of vegetarians, gluten-free, celiacs, and seafood lovers. We have some seafood that's extremely exclusive to Sabroso, and it's truly a dining experience and a destination in Saskatoon. Our goal is to offer something to people in Saskatoon that they've never seen before, quality being our highest concern right up there. Hence, we marinate our meat in-house, clean our meat in-house. We have a very own butcher.
When people first come, sometimes they're a little taken aback by the dining experience. They're not sure what to expect. A lot of people come in and think they're going to order a steak and sit down and have your typical style of meal that they're used to. Sometimes they're a little apprehensive at first and a little unsure what to do, so we're happy to take them around and show them different areas. We have an observation window in the kitchen so they can see how we prepare everything. We take them around the common table and show them the different dishes, because sometimes you see something like feijoada, don't know what that is, and you might not be too sure about getting involved with it. We talk about it and people usually embrace it with open arms. By the time we leave, we usually have found a few more regular guests that are more than happy to share their experience with other people. So this wooden block on the tables controls your experience. The guest controls their experience with us at Sabroso. So as the gauchos are coming around with the meat on the spits, if this block is set to red, they won't stop. If this block is set to green, they won't stop not coming. The way the meat is cooked in smaller portions on the spits, every piece you get is that perfect outside cut with a nice bit of medium rare to rare on the inside. So you never get a lesser cut. Everyone gets the perfect cut of each of the meats.
So we have something very exclusive in Saskatoon. It's the largest kind of shrimp you should ever find around the world. They're called U5s. It's under 5 pieces in a pound, the colossal U5 shrimp. Extremely huge. People mistake them for small lobster tails. It is very unique, and what we have is a colossal U5 shrimp. It's an appetizer. It's a sharing appetizer. It's 3 pieces of shrimp that's marinated in a piri-piri Portuguese marinade and grilled and served with a tropical pineapple salsa. It's something very unique, very refreshing, makes you feel very tropical. At the same time, you're in your safe zone, and it's really, really yummy.
We've got a little room here next to the bar at Sabroso, my wine cellar. It's a 1,000-bottle wine cellar encased in glass. It's a little climate-controlled room, so all the wine has a nice temperature to it. We've got wine from all over the world.
Our staff, we call it the family. It's called the Sabroso family. We have staff from different corners of the world, extremely multicultural, diverse, and we get all our staff's input on everything. So, if staff has tried something out somewhere and they think that we could incorporate into Sabroso and give it a twist, that's what we go for. It's like constructive feedback, and that's what we look for in our staff and our family.
Try it out, bud. There you go. Maybe next time, when you can see over the grill, if you can see. One, two, three. Oh, 1, 2, 3.
It's fire!
Wasn't it awesome?
Look at this was, I bet you it's going to be as fun to eat as it was watching Danny prepare. That was incredible, Danny. So here's that famous steak you were talking about, right? And we got some shrimp, we got some chicken, a nice vegetable medley. I almost called 911. What was that big flaming thing?
Oh, it was just a little volcano, onion volcano.
just a little volcano. So much fun to watch. And now, and I see here too, Danny, we have some dipping sauces.
Yeah, the lighter one's a ginger sauce, and it's for your veggies, your chicken, and your seafood there.
Okay.
And the darker one is our famous sesame seed sauce for your steak.
Oh, that's what I gotta try, Danny. I'm gonna try your famous steak. This looks so good. The Teppanyaki Japanese Steakhouse. You've got to come here and see, experience, taste this for yourself. And that goes for actually any of the restaurants we've had on today's show. So many choices here in this beautiful province of Saskatchewan. You're guaranteed a fun dining experience. Until next time, this has been another delicious episode of Max Magazine. Oh man, that's so tender. Try some.
Want to get actively involved? You can submit your own videos to Local On Demand. If it's relevant to your community, we'd like to air it. You just need to find our guidelines for content, quality, and production on the SaskTel website under Max in the On Demand category. Or just send us your program idea. If it's chosen, we'll shoot it and air it on Local On Demand. Email us at max.local@sasktel.com or send a letter to the address on the screen. We'd love to hear from you.